And we are live. What's up, Ramelia? If you came in earlier, I was trying to set up things, and I had to set it up for later. I appreciate my guy Willie Bowen. Thank you for coming in, man. Earlier, I had a message him saying, "I'm so sorry, man. I had to come in later." So we have a lot of news around the league. I just wanted to pop in. I wasn't sure if I was going to come in today because I'm fighting a cough, and may the show go on. So a lot of news around the league. The Niners are in turmoil. I'll get to that. I'll get back to that. The Cardinals are in turmoil, and the Seahawks are rebuilding. Were in turmoil, and now they're trying to right themselves. And the Rams are the only ones who are Super Bowl champions, and sitting back and enjoying life. It's been a great off season so far. Unfortunately, we lost Von Miller. Big Whit retired. We lost a couple of our starting offensive linemen, but we re-signed some. We picked up Allen Robinson. We picked up the Bobby Wagner. Great additions. The Tyrann Mathieu countdown is still on, so we'll see if we get him. But we're ready to go. The 49ers. So there was some. If you don't know the story, I'll just go into it briefly. So Debo is in a contract year. He wants to get paid like the higher echelon receivers, and he has a right to. And the Niners didn't handle it right. They usually don't handle anything right when it comes to their players. They still have Jimmy G on the books, and it doesn't like any that he's going to be off anytime soon. Well, maybe before the draft. We'll see what's happening. But so the Niner fans, there's not. It's every fan base has their people that go off the rails, but I guess they were doing racial epithets and threatening him because he wants to get paid and horrible. And it's not all the fans, but and so maybe that kind of he said it didn't bother him. He did a Twitter or IG live, and then his brother got involved in some Facebook post a few weeks ago, and he had the facial the laughing emojis and all that, and so now things are kind of murky, and he's saying that he wants to be traded according to reports, and horrible situation. Meanwhile, our guy Cooper Kupp is coming off of an MVP Super Bowl season. He's a world champion, the triple crown winner in receivers, one of the all-time greatest years that a wide receiver could have. He has 2 more years on his contract. They ask him directly about his contract, and he says, well, I'm not really looking to, match anybody, or, I don't remember the exact words, but I'm not really trying to be the, basically the top paid receiver. He's not worried about it. He has 2 more years on his contract, but the Rams already told him that they're going to extend him because that's how much they think about him, and they want to get it done now because they see it just going up, the price. So amazing differences between the two franchises. My guy Willie Bowen came in earlier, so he says, Willie Bowen, the LA Rams are my favorite team in the NFL. That's right, Willie. The LA Rams are my favorite team since I was a kid too, since 1979. It's been ups and downs, and always trials and tribulations, and always Rams fan, always Ram loyal. Even when the Rams were in St. Louis, being a Southern California Rams fan, it was always loyalty over location. And now, just like my brothers and sisters in St. Louis, the opposite now. The Rams are in Los Angeles, back in Los Angeles, and it's loyalty over location for them. So always a Ram fan, and God bless you for being so supportive of my show. And then he says his favorite players are Leroy Irvin, Rod Perry, awesome LA Rams secondary safety and quarterback. Yes, the great Leroy Irvin doesn't get his due. That's one of the things where if the Rams would have won a Super Bowl, he would have been looked at differently as maybe a Hall of Fame player, because he was really great. And he also used to do kick returns too. Rod Perry, amazing too. Played in the Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers, as did I believe Leroy Irvin did too, I believe. But yes, and then Willie Bones says, what's the update on Tyrann? Nothing yet, Willie. Tyrann Mathieu, no update yet, but hopefully it's getting close, because a lot of teams are waiting with the draft and how their money's going to look. And hopefully there'll be something soon. I'm waiting. I'll let you guys know as soon as I hear something. The Niners are suddenly in trouble with Debo Samuel trade request. Yes, that was going to be one of my things that I was talking about. I have it here. Debo wants to leave the Niners. True or not? So I would just say this. To me, it doesn't matter. For me, I'm a Ram fan. Like a lot of Ram fans, I have my brother Peo time. I wanted to play the Niners when we lost the last game. I wanted to play them in the championship game. I wanted them. I always want to beat them. I want to beat them at their best. I don't want no excuses. I want them to have Debo. But if they lose them because of nonsense and dumb stuff, then that's on them. So, I think there is because it's negotiations, and it's been reported that the Niners kind of lowballed him. I guess their vice president or CEO or whatever he is, Parag is his name, his first name, lowballed him, and he was because he's 26 years old. He's not a young player, but he knows that he doesn't have a lot of especially if they can use him as running back. The lifespan of a running back in the NFL in their prime years is about 3 years. So he knows this is probably the one contract that he's going to get, and I don't blame him. But that it's up to the team to take care of you and say, hey, look, man, we see you. We're gonna take care of that deal. But also too, you got to be professional. But I don't have no issue with him trying to get money. I love how Cooper Kupp's handled it. Just because we built this culture with Snead and McVay. The players know that we'll take care of them. And sometimes it's been, we learned our lesson with the golf contracts and the Gurley contracts. We've learned our lesson not to do it too soon, but there is the history of us taking care of our players. So yeah, we'll see what goes on. They have the 49ers. So I'm going to just use this, and I do this because it's just fun, but the 49ers. So they have such good players on both sides of the ball. They gave us all that we wanted last year, and they can't get it. They can't get it out of their own way. Jimmy Garoppolo is still the quarterback. Excuse me. He's still on the payroll. He's not even supposed to be the quarterback. They're paying him he's just paying him just to pay him because they can't get rid of him. And then he decided on his own. He finally thought for himself that hey, I'm gonna have the surgery on my hand when I want to. So he didn't do it right away. So they want him to do it right away, and that way he can be ready for training camp. So a lot of teams aren't, besides him being, iffy about, his other injuries and stuff, teams aren't wanting to trade for him because he might not be ready for training camp, and he already has the injury list of history. So that's one thing. And then the Trey Lance situation, they haven't publicly said Trey Lance is going to be the starting quarterback. Doesn't matter what happens with Jimmy. Trey Lance is the starting quarterback, or if it's an open competition. They haven't done that. There's reports that they did it behind the scenes. Really? You're doing stuff behind the scenes. What are you doing? And then there's now the Debo situation. So it's a comedy of errors. I'm glad it's happening in Santa Clara. It's not happening in Los Angeles. With our front office and our culture, thank God, we don't have these situations. Every once in a while with a certain player, you might have issues, but amazing they can't get out of their own way. Amazing. Michael Kinsey says the problem is that Debo doesn't want to be a hybrid wide receiver and running back. Yeah, I believe that too, because that's a great point, Michael. I believe because if he does play more running back, look in the NFL, we all know that it's a man's game. You can get hurt. Look at the hit that Nick Scott gave him over the middle, and he was a running back. I mean, a wide receiver at that point. But you take more beating on your body being a running back, and even though he gives his share of the loads too on hits, you're more susceptible to injuries, and he's had an injury problems even before. He had a great year last year, and so he wants to be paid like a wide receiver, but because Jimmy Garoppolo had his huge limitations, he had to be the everything. I mean, he basically Debo was over like around 50 to 60% of the offense. Without Debo, they don't have a chance to beat anybody that's really good. And so, it's like us saying, well, if we didn't have Stafford, we wouldn't have won the Super Bowl, or we wouldn't have beat the better teams. Well, with them, if they didn't have Debo, even though they have their quarterback, they probably wouldn't beat most of the better teams. So it's funny how that works out. And then Michael says, oh, and we completely forgot about Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy G's still there. Excuse me. Jimmy G's still there. He's doing Subway commercials, and even and it's funny. I give him props because I guess that's his real mom on there, I guess, or his grandma, one or the other, and they're giving him a shout out. At least I'm so glad he's good looking and made it. It's a joke, but in the commercial, that he's not very bright, smart, and it's just funny. But it's funny that he's doing his own thing. I don't blame him. He don't owe the 49ers any special favors. But it's amazing when you think about it. He came in, the Niners were desperate. Let's flash back to 2017. Levi Stadium, and I've done video about this. This is why I get a kick out of, and this happens with all fan bases. If the team loses, fans don't come out as much. But it's funny now. I get a kick out of it now. That's why it doesn't bother me so much. But in 2017, I got Back to the Future on actually too. Now I'm saying this. Let's flash back to 2017. The Rams have gotten McVay. They just won the division. They're gonna, they lost to the Atlanta Falcons at the Coliseum. Jared Goff, made a huge turnaround from his year with Fisher, and the Niners are 1-10 during that year. Niner fans aren't coming out. They call about the red wave, and we're taking over Dallas Stadium, we're taking over SoFly, and the rave is going to take over all the stadiums. They couldn't even take over their own stadium. I did a video about it. It was a fun video. It was tongue in cheek, but it was with facts. I showed facts about how the Niners stadium was empty, and even the announcers in San Francisco and Santa Clara were saying, you have the stadium here, will the fans come out? So I get a kick out of it now that the red wave's coming, that's our house. Yeah, well, I remember not too long ago when you couldn't even sell at your own stadium. And so that's hilarious, because I even posted pictures of the stadium empty. I posted reports of here's another Niner game, and the stadium's half empty. And it's amazing now that they're bragging about it's amazing now that they're bragging about, oh, we're going to take over that stadium, we're going to do it's hilarious. So and I'm not trolling them, I'm not talking smack. I'm just laying down the just like they say, well, we did have a lot of fans in your stadium, blah, blah, blah. When they say, well, it's our house, yeah, but we had a lot of fans in your stadium. Yes, but in your own stadium in 2017, where were all those fans here at the championship game with all that new Niner merchandise, with the tags still sticking out of the caps? Where were they at your own stadium when it was half empty? So I said in the video, are Niner fans faithful, like they say, Niner faithful, or are they bandwagon fans? And so it's facts both ways. When teams lose, the fans don't come out, but it's funny now that they do that. About the red wave. Michael Kinsey says Jimmy G could be a great supermodel if he wasn't playing football, though. Yeah, the guy's good looking. Tip your hat to the guy. He was so good looking. The Niners gave him a king's ransom for 5 meaningless games. That was my other point. In 2017, the Niners were desperate. Let's flash back again, Back to the Future. 2017, they couldn't sell out. It was an embarrassment. I would go to sports bar as a Ram fan, and we were winning with Sean McVay, and we were rolling, and coming off of the Jeff Fisher years, and I would look and I'd see like maybe one or two Niner fans in this Southern California. There's a lot here, but they didn't. They were mired in a 1-9 start, 1-10, and then they made a trade. I guess Belichick got mad at Robert Kraft and did the Niners a favor. Maybe Daddy Shanahan did a favor for his son Kyle and called in a favor, and they gave away basically for almost nothing, a second-round pick or something. I don't remember what it was, to get Jimmy Garoppolo when Kraft didn't want to get rid of Tom Brady early and put him as a starter. And so the Niners last 5 games, including one against us that we sat all the starters, and they were all happy that they beat us. We didn't have any starters in there. He won 5 meaningless games and turned that into a huge payday. And here he is again, still on their roster. And he's had some success, so don't get me wrong, but he hasn't been the quarterback they thought he was. He's actually costing them some games. Now he's costing them players, and he's costing them money that they can't get rid of him. So it's hilarious. And but yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm running out. But hey, ready to go. What's up, brother? He says, hello, Ramila. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. Always love my brother. That's my guy, ready to go. And then he says, in the other Ramley, how's everyone? Yes, it's always Ramilia, Ram family, Ramley. If you guys haven't, most of you do know what that means, but Ramley, Ramilia is a cool way of saying Ram family. So I put it together, as Ramilia, Ramley, Ram family. I've even seen other teams try to put it in, like Niner fans call themselves Niner family or whatever. But to me, Ramilia or Ramley is better because it has our initial in it. But anyway, enough about them. Let's see. But thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. Michael Kinsey says, remember when AT&T Stadium in Dallas was filled with Niner fans a few months ago? Yeah. He says, LMAO. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that there's a lot of Niner fans. I mean, that, most of them that were going out to those games are young enough to have never even seen any of their Super Bowls live on TV. They only heard about them on YouTube or didn't see them. So, but God bless them. You're a fan. That's fine. But where were they at in 2017, 2018? 2016, 2017, when the Niners stadium was half empty every game? Where were they at? So if you're going to say that you're faithful, it doesn't look like you were very faithful then. But yeah, now there is a lot of Niner fan, Niner fans. But it's hilarious because I posted videos about that. Maybe one day on a live, I'll post some stuff here. But amazing, it's hilarious. But yeah, I remember that. Hey, Willie Bowen, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Here's my guy, Willie Bowen, too. I love it. I love this guy. I appreciate you coming back in, Willie. Willie says, win or lose, I'm a loyal Ram. Win or lose, I'm a loyal fan of the LA Rams. That's right, man. Because we've been through our trials and tribulations, man. We've been there through the Tony Banks years. When we were 3-13, those are our distant memory, so yes. Here's something fun, guys. So I'm not going to be on too long tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to put on something. Let's go here to and I was getting this ready earlier, and that's why I had to redo my live chat, because it was getting closer, and it's already time. I got to redo it because I was learning how to do all this stuff. Also, too, I got people coming at me if I want to join a network with them and all this, and I'm not sure about that. We'll see, because I kind of like doing my own thing, having my own schedule. We'll see, but so here we go. So I'm gonna try this out. Bear with me, guys. Okay. So this is the Rams draft house. Let me put that on my banner here. So the Rams draft house, even though we don't have a pick until the 13th, the third round, excuse me. Check this little video out, guys. If you get a chance, check this out. So let me switch the screen over. Hold on one second. Okay, so here we go. Actually, hold on. Let me do this better. Here we go. Boom. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Share screen. Okay. And hold on. And here we go. Okay, almost there. And here we go. Get ready. And here we go. Check that out.
I mean, I know we've seen like a lot of properties, but we really have to find the perfect one, really step it up a notch.
Last year they were in Malibu, and now we've got them coming up to the Hollywood Hills. So we got to find them a championship caliber house.
Absolutely.
You got to put the glove on to touch it.
This is so.
Oh!
You don't look like you know what you're doing with that thing.
You just got caught.
So I hear you guys are looking for a new house.
We are definitely somewhere we want to be able to call home.
We've definitely moved around a lot in that time.
I think this could be amazing. This is an entertainer's home. Can accommodate so many guests.
Yeah, like maybe
You gotta tip your hat to our guy Swag,
You know what?
man.
If we draft from here, we can add some good football players to our 53.
Here is the primary bedroom, super spacious. I think it could double as a wardrobe.
This might be a little past our budget last
No,
summer.
we can figure out this cat. You know what? This view's worthy of a first round pick.
I'm not quite sure how you would know what a first round pick is, considering we've never had one since we've been together.
You know what? We'll figure this draft thing out.
F them picks.
Good job, Mary. I think we found him the place.
That's awesome. Let's see. Sorry, let me see here. Let me get back. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so remove that, and there we go. So did that come out okay? Did you guys able to hear it? You guys were able to see everything okay? Like I said, I was trying to learn all this earlier. I want, this is what I want. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
So how is your iSense mattress?
Hold on one second. Hold on. Sorry. All right, here we go. Okay. So did that come out okay? Did it come out fine? You guys were able to hear it, see it like it shows on my screen? I've never done that before. It looked like it was showing out okay, but that's an amazing draft house, right? Amazing, let's see here. So let me catch back up. But yeah, let me know how it is, how it came out, guys. Willie Bowen says Jeff Kemp, former LA Rams quarterback. Yeah, man, Jeff Kemp. I love how you bring in the old school guys, man. I remember him. And then Michael Kinsey says Sean McVay is really, really cool. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Those guys have Ram swag, I call it. Michael Kinsey says just chill out in the draft and see the other teams languish in their picks. That's right. And then Willie Bones says Sean McVay, John Robinson, Ray Malavasi, and George Allen are my favorite LA Rams head coaches. Yes, my favorite too. I'm gonna throw our guy, and I know that you mean to put him in there too, is Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil is a great guy, especially if you've seen the Kurt Warner story, American Underdog. He's an amazing guy. And but yes, and John Robinson is the all-time winningest coach in Rams history, and Sean McVay's on his heels. And Michael says it came out okay. Good. Good. So I have something else. So we were talking about Debo, right? So I'm a little late with this, but again, I'm learning this. So I had said that Debo wants to leave, true or not. So this is what I think about when I think about Debo. So hold on one second. Let's get this going. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Now it's acting up. Hold on. Let me get back here. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Excuse me. 1 second. Hold on. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Okay, so now here we go. Now let me try this again. Yes. And tab. And share.
Second down and 8 here with just over a minute to go and 3 timeouts. They got to rush this one to get it off. They do. Garoppolo over the middle. Samuel gets blown up and flags on the play.
That's why he wants his money. That's why he wants his money, because if that was to happen, you know, it was a heck of a hit, you know, on that one.
We'll take a look. I don't know. I don't know if that's looks like he hits him down around the shoulders, and yeah, that's textbook. That's the way the league coaches it up. That's what they want to see.
There's no foul for illegal hit on a defenseless receiver.
That's one of my favorite. I don't like that he got hurt for no. He locked his wind out of him, but that's a heck of a hit. We finally brought the wood to him, and so yeah, when I think about Debo now, I remember that. But yeah, that was a heck of a hit by Nick Scott. Mr. Pack Nation, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. He says, y'all are winning a bust. Just being honest, y'all don't have a future with no picks. Man, you have a right to your opinion, man. We'll see what happens. Thank you for coming in, though, man. You're all welcome. But listen, they've been saying that about our future and since 2018 when we started doing it. And I know it's something that teams weren't used to, but since 2018 we've been all in. Before it was Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib, and Ndamukong Suh, then we got Sammy Watkins and on and on and on. And we got to the Super Bowl, we didn't win it, and then we got to the Super Bowl again and we won it, and we're still all in. So what is a better future when you have primetime players and you're in Super Bowl contention now? Then drafting guys that probably aren't going to work out most of the time, and you're like the 49ers, and you're still waiting to see if you're going to win. So that's fine. You have a right to your opinion, brother. But thank you for coming in, man. Come in some more often, and I want to see how you guys. I'm really interested to see how you guys make out without Devontae Adams, man. That was crazy how they let him go. But Aaron Rodgers wanted all that money. But yeah, people have been saying that because they're used to that. But the Rams are doing something different, and then all the other teams are copying. It's a copycat league. They went all in and they got Von Miller. The Bills went and got $120 million. He's not going to see all of that, but that they had to do that because the Rams are going to re-sign him. And so we'll see what happens, man. But thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool that you came in. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's all good. And then Mike Quincy says if the Niners need to make him a hybrid running wide receiver, running back, they just need to pay him a ton of money. That's right, man. You got to pay him. And then Ready to Go says the narrative is old and tired, but nice try, Mr. Pack Nation. Yeah, man, they still it's amazing that even though we won the Super Bowl, they still say that. But it's fine. You have a right to your opinion. We're Super Bowl champions, and I don't care about, oh, well, you guys have two and we have blah, blah, blah. I don't care. We have the latest one. That's like saying, here's my beautiful girlfriend right here. Salma Hayek at 28 years old, right here. Right? Just to use this dumb example. And then you're talking about the past girlfriends you've had. Who cares? Here's mine right now. So who cares? But that's fine. You have a right to your opinion. No hate on it. It's all love, man. But God bless the Packers. We'll see what happens. Willie Bowen says, Mr. Pack Nation, we won the Super Bowl, plus we will repeat as Super Bowl champions. Horns up. Yeah, man. There's I'm looking at the AFC teams, and there's no reason why we can't repeat. And Mr. Pack Nation says we have 4 rings at Willie, and we'll get 4 more. Well, that's good. But I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Pack Nation. That's very cool to be proud of those 4 rings, man, because they're hard to get. They're hard to get, man. So, but because you have the 4 rings, that doesn't help you win now. Just like we tell our brothers in Dallas and our brothers in 49erville and Santa Clara, you guys got those 5 rings, but they didn't help you last year. So that's great. That's history. Wonderful. My Lakers, guess what? They have 17 rings. Did that help us this year? No, it didn't. So it is what it is. But thank you for coming in, man. It's only love here. You know, we have a right to talk about our teams and brag about our teams. It's all good, man. You know, it's all love. Thank you for coming in, man. Come in some more. Let me know what's going on in Packerville. It's all good, man. It's all love. And Michael says, Mr. Pack, we're still mad your team couldn't beat the Niners. Yeah, man. What was up with that, Mr. Pack Nation? They got you there, man. And we're not ganging up on you, but Jimmy Garoppolo goes to and I know they blocked 2 kicks, so that was lucky in itself, you know. But Aaron Rodgers couldn't make a couple of plays here and there, and at home, all they needed was 1 offensive touchdown or a 1 first down and field goal. I don't know, but boy, you know, and it's just the way it is. Like the Niners had our number for 6 games. You know, it's like they had some kind of voodoo spell over us. And the same thing with the Niners and Packers in recent history. Aaron Rodgers can't beat the Niners for whatever reason. But we'll see what happens. Mr. Pack Nation says we beat y'all twice and y'all can't beat us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know. But as we were playing you, we were getting better. So we'll never know what happens because the Packers couldn't make it to us. That's not our fault. We were waiting we were ready to go to Lambeau if we had to. So I mean, you know, but yeah, that's why the NFL is so great because nothing's guaranteed, but it's amazing. Here's my guy too. Stan the Rams fan. What's up, brother? He says sour grapes. Yeah. Awesome. You guys are here. And Mr. Pack, make sure, brother, if you can, man, hit the subscribe button and subscribe, man, to my channel. And it's all love, man. You know, we're talking football. If you guys have a better record than us or whatever, it's all good, man. You know, here, you know, we're proud of our team and we just call it like it is, man. We're not a bunch of homers. We believe that we have a chance. You know, when you have an Aaron Donald, a Ramsey, a Bobby Wagner, a Leonard Floyd, I mean, I'm getting out of breath just talking about how many there is. Gray Gaines. We're still going to get a bookend defensive ended lineup with Leonard on the other side, Stafford, Kupp. We have Jefferson, Higbee, my man Blanton, on and on and on. Allen Robinson, Cam Akers at running back with the full preseason. Man, we're just as good as those AFC teams, and all we got to do is get through the NFC and get back to the Super Bowl. And Stafford, you know, I like to say this: playoff Stafford being activated when he gets in playoffs, he gets that chip on his shoulder because he hears all the background talk, and he's dangerous. Ready to go says it's because Stafford has so many. It's because Stafford has many rings. That's right. You got him there, but you know, he says it's great. Stafford has as many rings as Rodgers. That's true, man. And Rodgers had better teams than Stafford did in Detroit. Now the tables have turned a little bit. Michael says good luck without Devontae Adams. Yeah, that's going to be tough for you guys, man. But you guys have a good front office, man. Your coach came from the McVay coaching tree. So you'll be okay. Aaron Rodgers, as much as I don't like him, I respect him as a player. I think he's such a huge diva. You know, but just a little background, Mr. Pack Nation. We were trying to get Aaron Rodgers before we got Stafford. We were kicking the tires because we thought that with your head coach being on our coaching tree, working with McVay, that he might be interested in taking golf and giving him some first round picks so he can get his team going because you have an older quarterback, and they didn't want to. And then that's when he pulled the whole getting mad because you guys drafted your quarterback, your at that time your quarterback to be behind him and all that stuff. So I'm glad that we got Stafford, man. When it all turns out, I'm glad that we got Stafford instead of Rodgers because he's a team player. Rodgers sometimes does not seem like he's a team player. He's out for himself. He took all the money, and Devontae Adams had to leave town because there was nothing else to give. Mr. Pack Nation says at least we didn't sell out our future on when Ramsey and Donald Stafford leave a bust. Look, man. So let's look at that right now that you're saying that. So you have a right. So listen, you have a right to your opinion. Okay, I'm not trying to convince you. You have a right to your opinion. But let's look at that. So I know that you're a Packer fan, so you just hear what's on the social media and the pundits say. But listen, Donald is getting extended. Ramsey's here for another 2 years. Stafford just got extended. The cap is going to expand again from next year because of COVID. It didn't expand; it actually got smaller. So the back money. That's why these back contracts are happening right now across the league. The Rams are all in for the next 3 to 4 years, at least until Donald and Les Nita said that, at least until Donald and Stafford retire. And then we have some guys young, because we're one of the youngest teams in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. Just because we have these frontline free agents that we got, we have really good young players that we have landed in the late rounds. We're still going to be trying to win. So you have to deal with us for the next 3 to 4 years. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't really look at anything past 3 or 4 years. I look at it this year, next year, the year before. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can have your own opinion on that's fine, but I'm just trying to tell you how they're looking at it on the Rams GM side. Mr. Packney said, remember when Stafford leaves, Ramsey, Donald, exactly what are y'all do? I'm not here to pick on y'all, but it's facts, no future. Well, look, I mean, that's fine. That's like saying, oh, well, when Aaron Rodgers leaves, what are you guys going to do? You have to figure it out, man. And I'll tell you this, and again, I know you're not trying to pick on us. It's fine, but everyone has a right to their opinion. That's why we're here. It wouldn't be fun if everyone had the same idea. So because we've won the Super Bowl and we've gotten to a Super Bowl before that, and we're basically, check this out, we basically got to the Super Bowl getting Von Miller, getting OBJ. Luckily we did because we had injuries. Paying Goff his last year on his contract, and Stafford. We were paying 2 quarterbacks, right? This front office is amazing. Forget that I'm a Ram fan. I don't have my Homer hat. Just facts. We were paying 2 quarterbacks last year. Still added Vaughn. Still added OBJ. And we needed them. And we won. So that's why when you say, well, when Donald's gone, well, yeah, how do you replace a Donald? How do you replace a Ramsey? Right, true. How do you replace a Stafford? True. But I believe in this front office because they've shown that they know what they're doing. So that's how I'll react to that. So you have a right to your opinion, but that's what I'm telling you. That's why I say that. But thank you for the input, man. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for coming in, man. That's why I like having other guys on other teams. So but thank you, man. Willie Bowen. Here we go. Come on, Fantasy Island, Mr. Packer. Your team's sinking the cruise ship like Titanic. Well, we'll see. Anytime they have Aaron Rodgers, they're still going to be tough, but it's going to be hard. Like you said yourself, how do you when Stafford and Ramsey and Donald are gone? We're not going to. How are we going to do it? Well, how are you guys going to do it without Devontae Adams? Now you can double team your second best receiver. And now what do you do now? What's Aaron Rodgers going to do? He's shown that he can be stopped because he couldn't do anything against the 49ers defense. So he's a great quarterback. But, man, if you miss guys, if you lose guys, you got to figure out how to replace them. Ready to go, says Mr. Pack Nation. And when Aaron Rodgers leaves, yeah, that's what I was saying, But he has a point. When they leave, it's going to be tough. But I believe in this front office. Michael Kennedy says the salary cap is also Green Bay's doom. That's right. The salary cap. That's a great point. The salary cap was Devontae Adams' doom for leaving the Packers' doom, and he had to leave the Packers to get paid and go with Carr. Mr. Pack Nation says, yeah, but when Stafford and this super team gets old, y'all done no more fun. Well, I mean, Stafford's already an older guy, but the way the NFL protects the quarterbacks, all we're trying to do is get to another 3 or 4 more seasons with Stafford. Okay. And so I have a personal favorite. I know you haven't heard of him. He's kind of like a Trey Lance ish. To me, he's got more upside than Trey Lance. That's my opinion. We'll see, because I haven't seen enough of Trey Lance. I'm a USC Trojan fan on football, so I didn't see much of Trey Lance. But we have Bryce Perkins, who's mobile, strong. He's a backup quarterback. He's a third string quarterback, and we kept him on. I think he's going to beat out Wolford for the backup job, but that's in the back burner. A lot of stuff can happen, and we've seen with this front office. So, as long as we have this front office, if you were to tell me that after 3 or 4 years, McVay leaves and Snead leaves, then yeah, the fun will be gone for a little while until we decide, who we're going to replace them. So until then, it's all good, But it is. We'll see. Stan the Ram fan, Beckham. Yeah, man. OBJ. Hopefully, we'll be signing him soon. No news on that yet. We'll see what happens. Mr. Pack Nations, that's literally any team. Yeah, that's true. Every year that goes by team, it gets older. Not sure where you're going with that. Yeah. Both of you guys have a good point, but yeah, of course, Mr. Pack, I agree with you. When the Rams lose Donald, when they lose Stafford and they lose Ramsey and guys, Cup, we're going to be not the team we were, and we're going to have to figure it out. So yeah, that goes without saying, man, but that's still not for a few more years. So knock on wood, there's no injuries, and Mr. Packney said, good luck. You're meant to, we have draft picks, and we'll Sprelo with our draft. Okay, see, just like you say that, man, you're saying that that we're full of it, well, you're talking to the guys in the chat, that you'll get draft picks, so you have faith in your guys. That's what we're telling you. We have faith in our front office. And whose front office really, between the Packers and the Rams front office, has shown that they don't know what they're doing? Whose front office lost Devontae Adams and paid Aaron Rodgers all that money and basically let him run the clubhouse, saying that he was vaccinated. He was what did he call himself? He was what's the other word that he used? He was being very shady, immunized. They're afraid to tell him anything. And then our clubhouse, our front office, all of our guys are restructuring deals. Stafford didn't need to be the highest paid quarterback. They asked Woods a few days ago about his contract. He says, it'll get done when it's done. I'm not trying to be the highest paid wide receiver. Whose front office is showing that they know what they're doing between the Packers and Rams? Not talking smack, but I'm just asking you. The facts are right in front of you. Willie Bowen says, Mr. Pack Nation, GM is a smart like our GM, less need, and who believes in winning. Yeah, he says, Mr. Pack Nation, your GM is smart like our GM, less needs, who believes in winning. Yes. So both smart, but to me, the Packers made a huge mistake letting Devontae Adams go. Ready to go says Rams draft better than the Packers. Try again. Stan, the Ram fan says, good, you did it. Willie Bone says your GM isn't smart like our GM, who believes in winning. Okay, that's what he meant to say. Okay, and then Stan Ram fan says, just means y'all didn't try because on the field you were underachievers. And then this is awesome, you guys. Okay, so exactly my point. Then those years they're done. No super team, and these starts will be gone. These starts will be gone. My point: Packers will be Super Bowl contenders because we didn't mortgage our future. Well, these contracts that we're signing, that we're extending and stuff, they'll be done by the time Stafford Stafford, Donald, we'll be able to sign other guys. The money and the plus the cap's just going to keep expanding. But this is good. This is a good back and forth. This is what this channel is all about, Mr. Pack Nation, man. Come in more often, brother. You have some good points, and but we'll see what happens. Nothing's guaranteed, and so we'll see what happens. Ready to go says Rodgers is almost 40, to be honest. what are you doing after him? And don't hit me with Jordan Love. Yeah, that's exactly. You never know what's going to happen. He's 40 years old. Stay on the Ram fan. The rings and emojis. Willie Bones says, Mr. Pack Nation, drink your grape juice plus look at all fields of Bart Starr. Bart Starr, yeah. If the Packers are consistent Super Bowl contenders in the past 10 years, how come y'all losing the divisional round or NFC championship almost every time? That's what I wanted to bring up. I agree that Aaron Rodgers is one of the better quarterbacks to ever play the game, but he keeps getting knocked out, and the Packers are a team that is very their front office is pretty decent. They build players and draft well. And what's the reason? It happens. You're not going to win every year, but it's been a long time since the last Super Bowl. But yeah, you never know. That's why I say it's so hard to win the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. Mr. Pack Nation says we will draft a QB when we need to. A good one when y'all can't draft. Ready to go says, Maria, this is what happens when you win the Lombardi. Everyone has a target on you. We're not worried though, because we were built. Yeah, that's right. And and again, whatever teams do, like I'm a Ram fan, of course, and I believe in our team. Nothing's guaranteed. We understand that, but you try to win now because we've tried to build. We've tried. And it's worked before, but let me tell you this way. Getting draft picks and trying to win the Super Bowl doesn't work for most teams because there's only one team that wins it, right? You've had your franchises like the Packers and Cowboys and Steelers and Niners that for a decade and a half or so, they were like dynasty type teams. And after that, nothing. So with the new age of free agency and you can change your team with a couple of guys, you get your franchise quarterback. Nothing's guaranteed, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, so actually, this brought me to my Mr. Pack Nation. If you guys listen, everybody, I'm gonna do this again. So, Mr. Pack Nation actually helps me remember what I was gonna. This has been great, all this back and forth. So, not only do we believe that the Rams are building something here, possibly a dynasty. We won one. That's not a dynasty. But even if we lose this year, we can win it again the next year or the next year after that. We'll see because we have the players intact. So, Colin Cowherd on this show believes that the Bills and the Rams can build a dynasty. So, let me show you guys that clip. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. 1 second. Hold on. Oops. Wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here we go. So let's do that. Let's go back into here and share this clip. And then you guys can tell me what you think about it.
Ego. Same Aaron Donald. Does anybody know what Aaron Donald's voice sounds like? He's the best defensive player in 25 years. I mean, if you want to be a dynasty, this is where Kansas City, Buffalo, and the Rams have an advantage. Their stars are. Mahomes is pretty egoless. Travis Kelce's funny, pretty egoless.
Well, I mean, different people go about their business different ways. I don't ever have a problem with anyone getting as much money as possible, especially if you're not a quarterback.
I mean, Golden State, 8 years. Outside of the KD stuff.
Listen to what he's saying.
But when you're putting together,
I don't agree with everything he says.
It's not just about, and you want
he makes
to
some
be
good points.
a team that is, sustainable year after year. Personality matters.
Oh, huge.
Everyone is not a good judge of character. Everyone's character is not bad. It doesn't make you a bad character to want to be paid for what you do for a living. but there are different kinds of personalities that lend to different kinds of decision making.
Shaq was on a podcast, the Pivot podcast. Shaq talked about it, about how his ego got in the way of his NBA career.
Just because things you do may
Shaq Daddy.
make it seem like you're perfect, you're not perfect. Big mistake in the Penny relationship. Big mistake in the Kobe relationship. Horrible mistake in both marriages. Other than that, I don't really dwell on a lot. But those things I really dwell on.
Yeah. So, I mean, and listen, Shaq's big enough to admit it. He's just like, listen, it got in the way. The reason the Patriots lasted 20 years, I mean, Belichick missed on a lot of draft picks. They were not always the most dynamic team, but they had 2 or 3 stars, suppress the egos. You don't have to be highest paid in the market. Kansas City, Mahomes, I don't need to be highest paid in the market. Rams are kind of starting to feel like that, like Aaron Donald. I mean, honestly, Stafford, Donald, and Cooper Kupp. We live in LA. You don't see them. You don't hear from them. They're egoless. You don't see their.
But there's also a tone set by the organization. Like the owner just built a palace.
Right.
Like he's invested in this team having success here in this city.
If you treat players great, there's a chance they'll take less. Because they're like, I'm getting treated. Like,
so you have the opportunity.
So I just wanted to show that that was Colin Cowherd and he's basically saying that the Rams' unselfishness, their players, like in that little clip on the bottom, I don't know if you read it, it said that he's not trying to beat anybody when it comes to his extended contract with these main guys. And I'm not going to say that we're the next dynasty, but we are Super Bowl contenders without injuries and unforeseen problems for the next few years, 3 to 4 years. That's our Super Bowl window. So it's all good, And Mr. Pack says, y'all like to smack talk, but we have the most championships. No, it's not smack talk, man. No, we're just going back and forth. You guys have 13. Yeah. And us as Ram fans, we believe in those pre-Super Bowl championships that they mean a lot because, that was before the Super Bowl. That was the best that you can win. That was a championship. So, yeah, you guys have the most. That's why they call it Title Town. Plus, y'all never win 4 rings and have a bright future like us because we at least have top draft picks. Well, top draft picks. Let me give you a story about top draft picks. You ever heard of a guy called Ryan Leaf? He was a top draft pick. There's a lot of guys that more so than not, top draft picks don't turn out. You ever hear of a guy named Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp was a 2nd round pick. Johnny Johnson III was a 2nd round pick. I want to say Cam Akers was a 2nd round or 3rd round pick. Those are really good players. The Rams have shown you that we still get draft picks. We have 8 draft picks in the draft. So I'm not sure, that's what I'm saying. A lot of other teams' fans they're seeing the tea leaves from other teams. We draft well. All these guys that are, we lost Darius Williams. He was a late draft pick. Cam Akers, Cooper Kupp. Just because we don't have a 1st round draft pick, because we've been winning, which would be like a 32nd or 30th or 31st pick. It's almost like a 2nd round pick. So we get rid of when we get proven players. That's how we do it. So that's why, future is now. Plus, we still have future for the next 3 or 4 years. Then we start again. Willie Bosa Green Pirates didn't win the Lombardi Award this year. That's right. Ready to go, says Mr. Pac-Man is auditioning for the next comic standing. And it's all love. We're going back and forth, but it's all love. We all love our teams. Stan the Ram Francis and the Los Angeles won the first Super Bowl. Not the Packers in Miami. Technically, he says. Technically. Willie Bo and Mr. Pac Nation go sell cheese on sets. It's all good. I don't mind Mr. Pac Nation coming in here. He has a right, but that idea that saying that old narrative, especially after we won the Super Bowl about our future. Let's say that we didn't do nothing for the next 3 or 4 years. I wouldn't like it, but it paid off. We won the Super Bowl. So Mr. Pack Nation, forget the front office. We have 13 championships and a good GM too. What you mean y'all can't buy rings? So good luck, franchise. Y'all joke to us. Well, I mean, joke or not, man, at least we could beat the 49ers when we need to. You guys couldn't, so you got to live with that. But the joke's on you guys when it comes to that. We lost to it's funny that you come in here though, because we ended up beating the Niners in the championship game, something that the Packers couldn't do at home. And we lost that tough game. We had the lead in the last game of the season to put the Niners out of the misery. And it turns out that we let the Niners loose on the Cowboys and the Packers to do our dirty work. And then we went home and took care of business and took care of the Niners. So that's really funny to me, that one. So if you want to talk about that, we let the Niners loose on you guys. You guys couldn't handle business. And then we took out the Niners. So that's hilarious right there. Ready to Go says, yeah, Mr. Pack Nation, keep coming. We need to last year. Man, like I said, you could come in here, but, if you're saying all the lot jokes on us, well, we're Super Bowl champions, so who's the joke really on? It doesn't mean anything. If we would have lost a close one, that'd be a tough pill to swallow. It's one Super Bowl, but it's the last Super Bowl. The joke's on the joke is really on the rest of the league because they couldn't do what we did. We basically were paying two quarterbacks. Goff's contract was still on the books, and Stafford's still able to add players. And the other teams are like this. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Especially the Packers. You got Aaron Rodgers running the whole place, and he's saying that he got immunized, and nobody wants to tell him anything. If I'm the GM, I say, you know what, man, relax with that stuff. You need to tell the truth. I'll get ready with the quickness. You're 40 years old. How much more time do you think you have left? Matter of fact, I'm going to get on the phone call right now, and I'll get 2 draft picks for you because Mr. Pack Nation said he wants first-round picks. I'm sorry, man. I had to give you that because you want future picks. So that's what I would have told Aaron Rodgers if he didn't lighten up. I would have said, hey, man, come here. You forget who pays you. Listen, if you want to get out of here, I'll trade you for 2 first-round picks right now. And, yeah, you better line up, man. Willie Bone says, Mr. Pack Nation, what part you understand that Green Bay Packers didn't win the Super Bowl 56 face it? Johnny G all day. What's up, brother? He says, LA all day. What's up, man? Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry I fell behind in the chat. Willie Bone says, Lambeau Field needs a good halftime show. Just speak up, just show up and speak, and you get a lot of laughs. Mr. Pack Nation says, try 4 rings, do it. Hopefully we'll get 4 rings, man. Hopefully by the time with this, like I said, remember I told you we have a 3 or 4 year window. Imagine if no one's going to do this, but except for the Packers. The Packers. See, now you got me a Packers on my mind, Mr. Pack Nation. Your mission's accomplished. Except for the Patriots with all those rings. Imagine if we won 3 or more rings. That'd be hilarious. And Mr. Pack Nation, well, you didn't win them back in the day. We'll see what happens, man. It's hard to win the Super Bowl. We appreciate that you won 4 rings. Nobody said anything about that, but we're talking about this last year. And then Mr. Pack Nation says, let me see y'all Rams do it. Well, like you said, you were bringing up those championships, man. We actually do have 4 rings. We have 2 rings in Los Angeles. The 1951 Los Angeles Rams won the NFL championship. The 1945 Cleveland Rams won the championship. The LA Rams won the Super Bowl in St. Louis. The LA Rams won the Super Bowl in Los Angeles this year, and the St. Louis Rams won the Super Bowl in St. Louis. So we technically have 4 rings already, but 4 Super Bowl rings, hopefully that's coming. There, I just proved it to you, but Ready to Go says, Mr. Pack Nation, we won't prove it, but the players will. Stay tuned for our 8th placer. Stay tuned, a second 8th placer. Willie Bones says, what's up? Ready to go. Stanley Ranfan says, assign OBJ. We will be a dynasty. Yes, I love OBJ. Johnny G says, Aaron Rodgers is a loser when playing California teams like California. NFL always schedule our games versus. And that's right, man. As great as Aaron Rodgers is, I remember we beat him at the Coliseum when their kick returner muffled the kick, I think, and we beat him in the Coliseum. Wonderful. Mr. Pack Nation's excuse is I'm out, bro. No, man, stay around, man. No reason to leave. You're just coming at us a different way. We appreciate that you guys have your opinion, but just because we don't agree with you, because our team won the Super Bowl, it doesn't make any sense that you're saying the joke's on us and da 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 when we're Super Bowl champions. You're like, okay, but man, come in again, and we can talk about something that we don't have to be. We don't have to be opponents in that way. We can do little chirping and stuff, and we'll see what happens, man. That's what makes this fun. Ready to go says Willie Bone, not much, brother. Other than continue to enjoy this Lombardi. Yep, chopping it up with the wannabe Richard Pryor. You guys are comedy. Michael Kinsey says the draft picks doesn't mean anything if the players don't perform on what they expect from their coaches and fans. That's right, man. We've had that when we get draft picks and they don't turn out. Mr. Pack Nation says, no, don't leave. Yeah, don't leave, Mr. Pack Nation, man. There's no reason to leave, man. It's all love. It's all love. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Willie Bone says, you're one of the clueless, Mr. Pack Nation. Omar, hi, what's up, man? I've seen you talk on Rondo's show. I know today you're gonna have a field day if you call in. Hey, man, what's up, brother? Thank you, Omar, for coming in, man. And if you can come in more often, man, I appreciate it. We come in here, it's all love. We have our back and forths. And thank you for seeing me on the Rombo show. I happened to come upon his show 6 years ago, and I come in there, and they don't like the Rams, and I don't like the 49ers, so we come in there, we go back and forth. I try to my guy Ready to Go is in there too. It's all fun because we're just enjoying it. We're like with Mr. Pack Nation here. You just missed the Packer guy. But yeah, it's all love, man. I appreciate it. If you guys can, subscribe to my channel. I just hit 400 subscribers. My channel's evolving and growing. I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. This is cool, man. I'll be doing nighttime lives and stuff, and we can talk about all kinds of stuff while we wait for the NFL season. Hopefully we'll have more news for the Rams and other teams. We were talking about the Debo situation and all kinds of stuff, man. This is where it's at. Thank you for coming in, Omar. Willie Bone says Tennessee Titans and Green Bay Packers are on the LA revenge list. Yes, we owe the Titans, man. They kicked our hiney, and we got to get them back. Michael Kinsey says, nah, he's butthurt the Packers couldn't get over the hump. Yeah, I can imagine he's upset. But to talk about us, and we were at least able to beat the Niners, at least he can say, I don't like you guys, but at least you guys beat the Niners who beat us. Michael Kinsey says, we got 2 rings. We're halfway there. Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, having all these rings and stuff would be wonderful. I mean, I wish we had 10 rings. But look at the teams that have all the rings. The Niners, the Steelers, the Cowboys. They haven't won a Super Bowl in a long time, so it's hard. Omar, I hope the Rams don't have to take down their banner when the Chargers play a home game. Make them cover it up with a selfie. Yeah, that's comedy. Omar, are you a Rams fan too, or what team do you like, brother? That's hilarious. Yeah, they better not do that. I'll be mad. Obisio Otayasin, what's up, brother? He says, how's it, Romelia? Go Rams. Good, man. Thank you for coming in, man. There's my guy, Ray. What's up, Ray? Hey, Romelia. Thank you for coming in, brother. Thank you guys for coming in. Stan the Ram fan says, Ty Montgomery fumbled on the kickoff. Ty Montgomery fumbled on that kickoff. Ty Montgomery. Willie Buss, thank you, Ramblers, defending the LA Rams against the clueless cheesehead. Willie Bone says that was easy work. You guys are funny. But yeah, but I didn't want him to leave, he was coming out a certain way, and you don't have to do that, here, like the Rombo show. On the Rombo show, there's a lot of Niner fans, and they talk a lot of, they get personal and stuff, and we can kid about our teams. It's just football is a sport. We're passionate about our teams. To say that same narrative, though, it was maybe he was a young kid. And also be careful, guys, when you talk to, because sometimes it's a younger guy or whatever. But football is something that that we love. And that narrative though about, oh, your future, we already won the Super Bowl. Like, if we didn't win for the next 3 or 4 years or 10 years, it already paid off. So that narrative is weird that he said that now. That's just from hearing, talk over and over. Tribe, what's up, brother? He says, Ramiro, are you going to do a stream for the draft? I didn't think about that. If you guys want me to, I can. That's a good idea, Tribe. Thank you, man. I can. You know what, guys? I have more of you guys. Oh, here we go. Omar, my guy Omar. I'm a Rams fan, but I discovered the Rambo show. Yeah, I did too. I don't know how I did it. I tune in every now and then because a lot of his callers get so angry. That's what I love. I love the Niner fan meltdowns, especially Niner Mike. It's hilarious because they fight with each other. And I get a kick out of it, So I wanted to let's see. For all you guys that are here, I'm gonna Tribe and Omar, Stan. I'm not sure if you were here, Ray, Obisi. I want to show you the draft house. Maybe you've already seen this video again, but I want to share this again, just real quick, about our draft house that we're going to have. Speaking of that, Tribe brought it up. Hold on one second. Johnny G, hold on one second. Let's see. Let me get in here. Hold on one second. Sorry. Let's start this again. There we go. This is awesome.
I mean, I know we've seen like a lot of properties, but we really have to find the perfect one, really step it up.
This is the Rams draft house.
Now we've got them coming up to the Hollywood Hills.
You can see the Mickey Mouse hands with the LA in the background.
Absolutely.
You got to put the glove on the detective.
You got to tip your hat to our franchise, man. Like the Packer guy talked about all the rings and the Niners rings. Look how we're living. Our guys are swag, Ram swag, I call it.
Somewhere we want to be able to call home.
We definitely moved around a lot in our time.
I think this could be amazing. This is an entertainer's home.
Look at that.
So many guests.
Yeah, like maybe 53 guests plus a draft pick. You know what? If we draft from here, we can add some good football players.
I love Sneed, man. F them
Here's the
picks.
primary bedroom, super spacious. I think it can
Good
double
deal.
as a wardrobe.
This might be a little past our budget last
No, we can figure out this cat.
Yeah, they got money's no object, baby. We're in Los Angeles. We're the Super Bowl champions.
How you would know what a first round pick view looks like, considering we've never had one since we've been
Yeah.
You know what? We'll figure this draft.
Where you at,
thing
Mr.
out.
Pac-Man? Pac
Good
guy.
job, Mary.
First
Good
round
time
picks,
to
we don't
play.
need them. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I love it. I had to share that again. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get out of here. There we go. Okay. That was cool. So thank you, Tri, for giving me that idea. Maybe I will. And then here we go. So Johnny G says 40 Niner fans are mad they haven't seen their team win in 21st century. That's right, man. It's been a long time. Ready to go says I'll be back in about 20 minutes if you're not on then Rams house. Okay, man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in. Ready to go. Appreciate it, brother. Much love, man. Willie Bowen, former Niner fans probably took dives off the Golden Gate Bridge. And here we go. Omar says the Rams are just embracing the things haters say about them. That's right. Hollywood Rams, baby. Michael Kinsey says California swag. Yes. And B Wags is a Niner killer. Yes, man. What do you guys like the way I'm able to the way I put in the clips and stuff like that? I think I like the way that seems to look. I'm gonna watch the replay and see what it looks like on my screen. I think that's pretty cool. We next when we have topics, and just instead of pictures and stuff in the background or like on the side here, um, to be able to put the clips, I think that's pretty cool. I like that. So the next, I think I'll be incorporating that more because I don't see. I'm trying to make my channel a little different than other people, not the standard chats going back and forth. I like that, but I want to add more stuff to it. So clips, maybe topics of the day, like my guy Willie Bone says, former Rams of the day. Boom, boom, boom. I'll show them clips of making plays. For some of the younger Ram fans, Ramelia, I can say, hey, Billy Waddy. This was Billy Waddy making the catch in 1979 divisional playoffs at Dallas Stadium. And then you can put a picture and video to the guy, and you learn something too. It's pretty neat. I think I'm going to be doing that because I was thinking about setting up more clips, and now that I'm kind of getting the hang of it, thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you guys. It's awesome. Jared Ramirez, what's up, brother? He says, hello, Romania Sports Report. What's up, bro? Thank you for coming in. And Willie says, LA Rams are so cool. That's right, man. Yeah, man, Ram swag. I had a buddy at work that he's a Kansas City fan, and our dream was for us to play each other. And 2019, when we had our injuries and we didn't make the playoffs, that was been the best chance to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and then maybe last year if they could have beat the Bengals, but so we'll see what happens. But I would always say, hey, what's up with that Ram swag? He said, Ram swag. He would look at me laughing. We go back and forth. It's football is awesome. It's made to be fun, and we can brag on each other. Hey man, how you like that loss yesterday? Willie Bone says Aaron Cox, another LA Rams great wide receiver. Aaron Cox, man, that guy was fast. Yes. Then Johnny G says the Rams are the NW Wolfpack of the NFL. That's right, baby. Yep, that's right. Too sweet. Hey, yo. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Ubisi Tyson says, you're doing an awesome job, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm learning. Thank you for bearing with me, man. I'm trying to bring things to the show. I'm going to be doing more clips and stuff like that. And, I hope the videos are coming out good on your side. It seems to be okay on the screen here, but, I'm going to be doing more stuff like that. Awesome. Thank you, man, for telling me that. Appreciate it. Much love. Jeremy says, do you have any favorite FIFA World Cup finals of victories? Oh man, you know what? I'm not that much I don't have that much knowledge on FIFA World Cup finals or victories, man. Even in local soccer, the Galaxy and all those, the Chivas and all that, I never really got into that growing up. But much love for you if you do that, man. I know it's something. We thought the Super Bowl was big all around the world, man. The World Cup finals is crazy. Awesome. But if you have any information you want to relay here to everybody, let me know, man. I'll look it up and I'll post it. I'll post a clip of it. Omar says, I don't think they're I don't think they have a sign anyone else anymore. Okay, so I'm not reading this right. I don't think they have to sign anyone else anymore. They just got to re-sign OBJ and call it an off season. That sounds good, but I would love for them, just being greedy, Tyrann Mathieu. I would love for them to still get Tyrann Mathieu if we can, because it's taken so long, and he can ride into us for another couple years if we spread it out. And he's still young enough. So maybe he can do that. I would love that, but we'll see what happens. I agree with you for the most part. We do need if we don't sign anyone else, we need to draft an edge rusher, some secondary help, a little O-line help, something like that. But yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Omar says, and hopefully draft some productive talent. Yes, we've been, last year hurt us because all of our guys basically got hurt. Jake, don't fake the funk, the fullback. He was able to come back for a little bit. Jacob Harris, the phenom tight end, 4.365 monster tight end, raw skills, got hurt. Tutu Atwell never got off the ground. God, all of our guys should do anything. That's why when you talk about draft picks, you never know, man. You never know. That's why we get proven talent to go with our draft guys. Nick's got bullied Debo so bad that he wants to out of the SC. Well, yeah, man. On that note, hold on one second. On that note, hold on one second. Hold on. It's not working for me. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Now I see I'm doing wrong. Here we go. On that note,
Gets blown up and flags on the play on the hit by Nick Scott.
hold on. Here we go. Sorry.
Down at 8 here with just over a minute to go and 3 timeouts. They got to rush this one to get it off. They do. Garoppolo over the middle. Samuel gets blown up and flags on the play on the hit by Nick Scott.
That was when the Niners realized
And
that the
now
Rams
they
aren't playing.
hope that Debo's okay. I thought it was clean when I saw
That was
it
a
in
clean
real
hit,
time. We'll take a
and
look.
they got away with
know if
that. Now with
looks like
Bobby
he hit
Wagner in the middle,
down around the shoulders.
Nick Scott can focus on other guys, and Bobby Wagner has that.
That's textbook. That's the way the league coaches it up. That's what they want to
And
see.
like Troy Aikman says, that's textbook.
Illegal hit on a defensive
But that
receiver.
made him realize too, and he got hurt, I think, in another
we
game.
know he's the heartbeat of this offense. They
That
lose
you
all
got to get
kinds of
paid, man,
stuff
if you're going to be
off that
taking
play
hits like
sheet if
that.
he's unable to go.
And so yeah, so yeah, Johnny G. On that note. But yeah, I'm glad that he didn't hurt. I'm glad it wasn't a illegal hit. But and that they realized at that point that the Rams weren't playing like, oh snap, they weren't used to used to seeing Debo go wherever he wanted to. Mike says, I'm just sad yet laughing at the same time. That's yeah, man. Stephon Gilmore went to Carolina. Why the Panthers? If we could, well, we can't have everybody. We're just spoiled. But to see Stephon Gilmore and Ramsey, and then Bobby Wagner in the middle. Woo! But yeah, I can live with what we have now and draft some guys. But I hope we still get Tyrann Mathieu. But yeah, man, that's what's so great about this, being a Ram fan at this time with this front office, because the sky's the limit with these guys, man. Who knows what they're going to do? I mean, geez, Willie Bones offensive line, defensive secondary, edge pass rusher should be the LA Rams draft choices agenda. Yes, God bless you. Yes, right, man. I agree with you so wholeheartedly, Willie. Omar says, yeah, I'm still salty. We could have had have Creed Humphrey. Yeah, man. We want everybody, but we can't. Yeah, okay. Jeremy says, as long as I have appreciation for other sports, I will always be thoughtful about our Rams, Lakers, Dodgers, Kings, and Galaxy. That's awesome, Jared. Yeah, man. If you have any news too, or you want to talk about something, I'll bring it up. I'll post a clip, but yeah, man, I never really got into the Galaxy. I have a buddy who was all into soccer and stuff, but it's amazing sport. It's amazing sport. Jay Ramirez says Debo wants out of San Francisco. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier before you came in. Does Debo want out of San Francisco? And so with all the crap that the Niner fans, and it's not all of them, were racial epithets and threatening his family. They did similar but different ways to Kittle, and I think some other player, Mozart or some. And it's not all fans, but of their fans, but that's horrible, But if they don't want to pay him, and I'm so glad that we don't have that problem. All of our guys, Cooper Kupp even said that he's not trying to beat anybody as far as cap numbers. He's playing. He's signed through 2 more years, but he's not trying to break the bank. And that means that he trusts us, and I know that has to do with the player, because the agent's always trying to get more. And so he's like, hey man, chill. they got me. So there's some. It's nice to know that there's some franchises like the Rams that can walk that fine line of taking care of their player and not trying to take advantage of them, because you have to live within the numbers of the cap, even though we say F the cap. Willie Bowen says, don't forget about the LA Clippers, Angels, and Anaheim Ducks. Jared, yep. The Anaheim Angels. I'm a Dodger fan, but yeah, I have love for the Angels. It's all right. Ubisi Tobias says, ouch. Yep. I know that's from earlier, but thank you. I'm catching up. Michael Kinsey says, he was like, we ain't playing on you, buddy. Ray says, with Bobby, no T, we'll be able to take advantage of the middle of our D anymore. That's a good point, and that's what I was trying to say, Ray, is God bless him. Troy Reeder, the middle line, our linebacker, there was a lot. He was out of position. We tried to make him our linebacker, and we had Ernest Jones, who's an up-and-coming guy, a rookie. He would be over here getting blocked. He didn't see the play right, and then here comes Debo and the other running back. I can't remember the running back coming off the middle, taking off for long plays. Bobby Wagner's going to hone. He's going to play off of Donald in the middle, and he's going to stop those runs. He's going to limit those runs. That's a huge upgrade. Even though he's not Bobby Wagner from prime, he's prime enough because he was still an all-star last year. A Pro Bowler. Racist team. Yeah. Johnny G says we need to start a petition to restore the horns. And man, I would hope so, man. We'll see what happens. There's my guy, SG Sports Talk Channel. What's up, brother? He says, hi, Ramilia. What's up, man? Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. He says, I like your Rams fan cave. Thank you, man. You always show my channel and myself much love, man. I appreciate it. I got a few of my Niner brothers that even though we don't like each other's teams, we respect these guys. And he says, I love your channel, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's always much love to you, man. And we ain't trading Deebo Samuel. Yeah, man. You guys better not trade him, man. He's the guy that the Niners need. The Niners definitely don't need to trade him, man. Without him, the Niners without Deebo and a young quarterback learning, it's going to be tough sledding, man. But yeah, thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. And then he says, hold on. Why are people saying death? Man, people are stupid sometimes. It's not. There's people that say things to celebrities or wherever. They get in their feelings, or sometimes they might be drunk. Who knows? But yeah, that goes on. I don't know. That's crazy, though. It's not that big a deal. You say, man, get out of here. Then you can say, oh, you know what, Debo, if you don't want to be here, leave. Then that's fine. That other stuff is crazy, and then racial stuff is never good. Michael Kinsey says, oh yeah, Raheem Mostert is in Miami now. That's right. Yeah, but the Niners always find a little scat back guy, running back, because they have a decent old line for running. But those little inside plays that they kept running over and over again, and the Debo inside plays, Bobby Wagner's going to say, he's going to pop that up. He's going to stop those 15, 18-yard gains to 3 or 4 yards. So I'm looking forward to it. Omar says, take care, man. Make sure to watch your next stream. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming in, Omar. God bless you, brother. Thank you for finding it, my channel. Please subscribe, brother. I love having you come in here. Thank you again. And again, I want to thank everybody. I got over 400 subscribers now recently. So thank you so much. Thank you, Omar, brother. Appreciate it, brother. Much love. Willie Bowen says, Burt Jones, number 17, LA former Rams quarterback. Yes, Burt Jones. We were always looking for a quarterback, man. Back in the 70s. Jerry Ramirez, when I heard the news about Debo, I was like, why? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Michael says, if Niners don't pay Debo, if the Niners won't trade Debo, pay him. That's the thing. Excuse me. You got to pay your guys. And what I don't understand is They have Jimmy G on the books costing $25 million. If you have to just say, you know what, we're going to have to just let you go, Jimmy G, get rid of that and use that money for Debo. Jerry Ramirez says, all right, Ramirez Sports Football, I got to go. Thank you, brother, for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for showing the support, man, as always. Thank you, man. Take care of you and your family, and God bless you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. But yeah, so they got to pay that guy. You know, if you have to get rid of, I know they want draft picks for Jimmy G, but you got to figure out, would you rather have a happy Debo or try to scrape up what you can for Jimmy G? I mean, at this point, get whatever you can, you know. But to me, it kind of says maybe they're not sold on Trey Lance. You know, maybe they're kind of backpedaling. But we'll see what happens with that. You know, I'm all for it, man. It's very interesting what they do. You know, what they do. But thank you guys for coming in. I'm already an hour and 26 minutes in. God bless you guys. This is so fun. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips and stuff that I put up now. I'm going to be doing more stuff like that because I want to make my lives entertaining, fun chats, and something a little different than what other guys do with just a chat on the side and bring up other stuff. So thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. And as always, I always thank you for the support you give me. Every one of you guys, I appreciate it. And I love every one of you guys. If you can, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps my channel. Like I said, I got over 400 subscribers now. It's amazing. And thank you guys so much. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much. And as I always say, may the Romelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up.